Ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. Vitaly Klitschko, 6'7" tall.
You know what we dealing with? We dealing with a runner from off the top. So I know what to do against one of these dudes. I'm glad.
6'3" tall, weighed in at 226 pounds, and has an 81-inch reach.
What a weight difference. These two fighters are going to be in deep water. One has the size, has the weight behind it. The other...
Here comes Dr. Iron Fist, Vitaly Klitschko. The fans are ready. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. That counter punch caught him clean. How about that time counter shot? One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. He missed with that jab. Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
How you deal with a slugger? You've got to use brain over ball. Ball in the matador. Pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
It's the type of fight it is when you're dealing with a straight coward who only wants to run. He don't want to fight. You see what he doing? Jabbing away. Jab, 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 jab. So I got to spend time just jabbing with this guy.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The right hook just missed. And he scores with the counter. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. When you're fighting a massive heavyweight like this, you can't go toe-to-toe. You got to stick and move and use angles.
If you're standing in front of a dumper truck and you're trying to punch it back, push it back, the dumper truck's probably going to roll right over you.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's not a match made in heaven.
That counter punch caught him clean. Catch and shoot. That left hook missed. The jab not finding its target. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Klitschko in that last round.
This is horrible. Like, Cody is just running in circles. Like,
who's going to land the first big shot?
Can't even fight for real.
Continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked.
That's what you want to do.
Make him fight. Your fight.
I just let my stamina recover a little bit.
Again, and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. With that jab. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Hold it right there. Larry Holmes is going down, and he's...
He sucks. You want to jab and run the whole fight.
Right,
how trash can you be?
And won him the fight.
You're right, Todd.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown is going to be. We just saw. There's the bell to start round 4. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
How about that time counter shot? This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
These two fighters are made for one another. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Counter punching. He blocks that jab. You'd like to see more jabs. Swing and a miss for that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. Well, we're entering desperate. Time for the 5th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice defense on that jab. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Nice work to block that right uppercut. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. Well, he is... This is the beginning of round 6. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He misses with that straight left. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Do you believe what we are seeing? Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Beautiful counter shot. Good counter punch. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. And he scores with the counter. That right hook won't score. That counter shot lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Klitschko in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
The bell sometimes...
And there's the bell for round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, boxing. Frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he close you down.
You'd like to see more jabs. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Do you believe what we're seeing? We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
The courage on display here is incredible. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Klitschko in that last round. Well, he is. And there's the bell for round 8. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Defense here at all. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Oh my, the big fella just, and the heavyweight legend goes to the canvas. You up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your ball.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. So the judges can't make up their mind. No one wins, no one loses. This fight ends in a draw.
You know what? That's fair. And for the fans, I feel